Hey guys! Alright, it has been a minute, and this is going to be one of the last things we do. Actually, this is going to be wrapping up everything that I want to do before we go on to the final challenge of the game. So only a couple videos left, really, at this point. But first, I want to show you what I've been up to in all this time. So if we go to our trainer card, which we now have to share with our Battle Frontier map card, also the Battle Frontier symbols, but we'll get to those in a minute. We now have a lot of money. So, because of this, we are going to be spending it. Why would I have grinded up all that money with the amulet coin if we didn't have something to spend it on? We're in Mauville, as most of our videos started, and now we're going to go to the Mauville Game Corner. In the Mauville Game Corner, there's a couple things we can now buy now that we're absolutely loaded. So we're going to buy, well, a bunch of coins. Probably, I'm gonna sit here and buy coins until I have all the coins I need. Okay, I have 9,999 coins now. You actually only need 9,000 for the Pokemon I'm trying to get, and I was totally mistaken there. But this is Battalion. It also won't let you buy Pokemon coins up past. That'll take you past 9999 because the game doesn't default to 9999 somehow. But anyway. We got Battalion, and what is Battalion? Battalion is a unique new Pokemon that they made. Battalion's basic type is nothing. It has no type. It is the same type that Curse used to be before Curse became a ghost type move. It is kind of a weird Pokemon. It learns a bunch of moves. It used to be called the Magic Egg, and then they gave it the name Battalion. But it's, or Vitaillon, I'm not really sure. Kind of like Vivian in Kalos, but it learns very defensive moves, and it's kind of a setup-y kind of Pokemon. It's very stall-oriented and kind of weird. Definitely worth using if you think it's interesting. I definitely think the concept of a typeless Pokemon is cool. Obviously, it changes its type to whatever move it uses, so it won't stay typeless for long. But if that's something that appeals to you, I just wanted to show people that. But you'll notice our party is looking a little different. Let's buy some more coins here. I need like 2,000. Also, as you saw, you can get Gibbles and Larvitars here, which are good. You can always use more Gibbles. We got a lot of money to spend. But we're going to be spending most of it here in a minute. Yeah, Gibble, Larvitar. We want a Link Stone. Get a Link Stone. Actually, what do they sell here? I actually didn't check this one. Water Stone, Thunderstone, and Firestone. So that is some standard evolution stones, but we have a lot to go over with the team. So let's do that. So as you'll notice, let me go drop Battalion off. Okay, so, looking at the team, I got Flurry just because Flurry has Fly. You'll see that I have now named our 3 Battle Frontier champions. We have Michijongo, the Hoennian Dodrio. We have Mechanical Chaser, couldn't fit that all in there. Scyther, who obviously won't be a Scyther for very long. And then we have Jolly, the Spheal. And we have a couple more additions to the team, too. We've got an Eevee. And a Vulpix, the shiny Vulpix that I caught on Mount Pyre that I wanted to show off a little bit. So, Eevee here has Lithe, which is the secondary ability for Eevee. Eevee has a hasty nature. So you find Eevees in the post-game areas of the Safari Zone now. I just went and caught one off screen. Just go north at the beginning of the Safari Zone. I did not, unfortunately, get any footage of this. But you'll notice that all of these people, besides Flurry, all these Mons have maxed out EVs and IVs. Now, EVs are kind of interesting. You'll notice that it's got positive speed nature, but then no negatives on either special attack or attack, and I've got stats in both of those. Kind of a mixed attacker build. And Vulpix, I went all special attack and all speed. The calm nature will help a little bit. And, you know, everybody's got maxed out IVs now, too. So 3 of these Pokemon are about to be bumped up. So we're gonna do that before we go to... Oh, also, while I was collecting money, I was refighting the Pokemon Masters. Every time you fight and defeat Pokemon Master AJ, he gives you another magic cookie. So don't worry if you use your magic cookie. But let's go ahead and use our magic cookie on Eevee, because I've been waiting to show this off the entire game, but I had to wait until now to do it. Because Eevee can evolve one more time. I'm pretty sure that's the best cry ever. I don't know if everybody's as big a fan of that anime as I am. But, this is Orion. Orion is... Before I do the other evolutions, let's show off Orion real quick. But Orion is a poison type, and because Eevee had Life, its second ability, Orion gets Thick Fat, which means it effectively has a resistance to ice and fire, which is pretty good for a mono poison type. Now, there'll be one more thing to show off about Orion, but first I'm going to evolve the other 2 members of the party. So first let's use that link stone that we bought. I like it. It's a stone with a link cable on it. That's kind of awesome. Now, other games will just have you straight up use the metal coat on Scyther or Onyx, but in this game, you just straight up use a link stone, which can also be used to evolve like Haunter, Machoke, and that will evolve Chaser into an actual metal Pokemon with a really sick new shiny, because old shiny Scizor was the coloration of Scyther, but this one is just kind of a metal chrome death beast that looks like it belongs on the moon. And he should have no like alternate abilities or anything. He should be just fine. Plus attack, that's fine. Hopefully the minus special defense won't come back to bite us, but that's alright. In addition, we now have, while I was in the cave, so I will put this on screen, I will put a clip of this on screen, but I found the hailstone. It was an item that I had evidently missed at the bottom of the cave. I should be showing where that is right now, but it's an item that I missed at the bottom of the Shoal Cave over in the icy area. It's right up where you find Suicune. Just head right and down from there, and you'll find the hailstone just sitting there. The hailstone is a nice hold item, especially for ice types, and we will be giving the hailstone to Jolly, our Spheal, because it's going to need that. Because in this game, hail also boosts the damage of ice type moves by 50%. So, huge. Speaking of ice types, we have another Frost Stone. Also in the Shoal Cave, you're going to want to take Victini or a Staryu with Lucky Star for this. But if you steal from Spheals that you find in the Shoal Cave, which are just everywhere, you can find Spheals any part of the Shoal Cave. I was mistaken a few videos ago when I said it had to be low tide. It does not. But stealing from that, you will get a Frost Stone, which not only evolves Eevee into Glaceon, but will also evolve Vulpix into... You know, honestly, I think my favorite new Pokemon. Like my new favorite Pokemon. It's hard to say, because you guys know I like Fairy-type, and I like Sylveon a lot, but Alola Ninetales really speaks to me. I like its design, I love its type is so cool. But this is Alola Ninetales. This is the way to get Alola Ninetales. There is not an Alolan Vulpix in the game, but this actually gives this specific Ninetales, one of the reasons I went for this, besides the fact that I found a shiny Vulpix with a decent nature, it actually gives it something unique. Because it evolves from a regular Vulpix, it can now learn Flamethrower and Dark Pulse. So it gets a pretty good spread of moves just based on that. Now, the caveat is, Alola Ninetales' typical niche is its unique move, Aurora Veil, which is both screens at once, and that's perfect for a Hail team, but this game's version of Alola Ninetales does not get that. They do not have that move in this game. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but I like that the Ice Fairy type is able to learn Flamethrower. I think that's really cool. And that's Alola Ninetales. And that's all of the evolutions I was planning to do. So now I'm going to meet you guys somewhere else with a couple other Pokemon, because I have one more thing I want to show before we get this show on the road. Hang on, that's not entirely true. Over here in Moss Deep, now that we have beaten Steven, if we go to the house in the top left of Moss Deep, there will be a Pokeball here. This is going to only be found after you defeat Steven at the Pokemon League in this, I think. As far as I know, it doesn't appear after you beat Wallace. Only after you beat Steven. So the second run of the Pokemon League. This is how you get Beldum. It's the only way to get Beldum in the game, I guess, aside from breeding Ditto with the Metagross we found on the moon. So I wanted to show this because this is the second to last Owen line that we need. So once I evolve that into a Metang, we will be solid, but I will meet you guys where I was actually going to go. Okay, so we're on Route 123. 123, that is, I will show you where that is just in case you don't remember. We have, yeah, Route 123 right down here. It's the one that connects from Mobile, but there's a wall, so you want to head down from here, down from Mount Pyre, around here. It's where we found Hoenn Pawnyard, and if you don't have a Hoenn Pawnyard yet, you can find one here. But this is the Berry Master's house, so we're going to go in and talk to his wife, because she has something for us. Wait, my husband grows berries. Oh, he's the best in the world. Incidentally, child, have you heard a good saying lately? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me go find the saying that I need. Okay. It's a phrase that we can only use after we've beaten the Pokemon League. And I don't actually know where it is. Okay. Actually, you can just do it alphabetical like this if you hit select. I am foolish. And why is Sidelight here? It must have... That's weird. It must have replaced a C word in the game. And so now we don't have... Anyway, so if you tell the Berry Master's wife, challenge contest, you can just find alphabetically. Remarkable saying. I want you to have this. And she'll give us a Pamtree berry. Palm tree berry, whatever it is. Our four grandchildren become more accomplished than my husband. Joy never goes out of my life. What? Alright. So, over here you also have all these plots that the Berry Master's... Pokemon Trainer! Good times are filled with sweet aromas. I smell the bitter scent of misery. Bittersweet misery. Alright, I'm gonna pick all these berries and get right back to you. Okay, so we're gonna plant our Pamtree berry that I got, and we're going to watch it grow. We need this for a very specific reason. I just wanted to show this, as it is a useful strategy. Alright, now I will see you guys in a couple of days while I wait for our Pamtree berry to grow. I'll water it again. Don't overwater your plants, though. Real talk. Also, it's raining. Okay, see you guys in a couple of days. Alright, so over here, now that our Pamtree berry has had a couple days to grow... Oh, fine, it's growing taller. Okay, I'll see you guys in a couple more days. Alright, now we have a fully grown Pamtree berry after 2 days. You want to pick the Pamtree berries. So that's how you do that, and I'm going to be growing a whole lot more Pamtree berries, and I'll meet you back when I've done that. And voila! You can see we have a whole field of Pamtree berries ready to pluck. I've already plucked a few because I had to pluck them to plant more, but should be all good here. We're going to pick the rest of these Pamtree berries, and I will meet you where we're going afterward. But we will need these coming up. Just like that, even with planting another one, we have 28 Pamtree berries. Also, worth noting, picking all those berries, I never found a Solosis, so I think we got lucky when we found our Hoenn and Solosis. I'll see you guys in Lily Cove. Okay, hey guys, we're in Lily Cove, and we're gonna go over here. We haven't yet been in this building. The Pokemon Contest Hall. I think I went in here to pick up something, but we haven't actually explored this building very much. We gotta talk to the receptionist. Hello, is reception counter for Pokemon contest? Would you like to do your Pokemon in contests? We would not like to do that right now. I was just checking to make sure I had the Pokeblock pouch, but I'm pretty sure I got that on screen. If not, let me find it and show it to you, because it's for the Pokeblock case. It shows us how many Pokeblocks we have, which is 0. So we're gonna go over here and do berry blending. Because if you're good at blending, would you like to join us? I've never blended before. Actually, how to make Pokeblocks, don't you? So basically, we want to line up. So this is the berry blender. People familiar with the series will probably know exactly what's going on here. We want to throw a palm tree berry in here, and basically going to get this dial, and we want to line up the arrow with our arrow as close as possible. And we want to... Double rings means we did well. Other single ring means we were close. The more you match, the more you win. Kino. Hate ads. They get stuck in my head like some kind of ad. I was really good at this as a kid, but it's all about timing. And it affects the quality of your Pokeblocks. I had 9 misses, are you kidding me? But I don't see the rest of them with, well, I guess we hit around the same amount. So, that makes an Indigo Pokeblock. 49, and we're going to blend a few of these. So I will get you guys once I've blended several. We're going to want to use quite a few of our palm tree berries here. Okay, so after doing a lot of blending, we're going to check our Pokeblock case so that I can show you how many of the Indigo ones I have. Well, I can't tell you exactly how many it is, but we're going to use an Indigo Pokeblock on our Feebas, because this is what you want to do. This is the best way to get Feebas's beauty up. Yeah, look at that. Like, huge, massive amounts of beauty. I think I made way too many Pokeblocks, and I think I was not, really thinking I would use as many, like, I would think I used way too many, but that's fine. We just wanted, all I'm trying to do here is max. So Feebas, you want to max the beauty of, because Feebas is famously not a very pretty fish. Want to keep doing that until the beauty is maxed out. I mean, Minjijaggo is beautiful, but we're not going to be doing that because the Battle Frontier squad doesn't need any more beauty. They're already perfect. So one more for Feebas, and then we're going to move to another Pokemon. Should be one more for Feebas. I think it tells me when it's capped, but let's find out. I think how it tells us the nature, but I think the nature affects how they feel about certain berries, which really only matters for contests. We're not going to be worried about contests too much. But the other Pokeblocks, so now that Feebas is up to that point, that is pretty much maxed, because we can see the green line is going through it. We're going to give beauty Pokeblocks to this Caterpie. Yeah, had a Caterpie this whole time. Why do I have a Caterpie with us? Well, we're gonna find out. You're gonna see exactly why I would want this Caterpie. An especially beautiful Caterpie. But I want to make sure... I'll just keep feeding it Pokeblocks and I'll get... y'all don't need to keep seeing this. They jump, they eat, they hate it. Actually, Caterpie doesn't mind it. Okay. So now my 2 Pokemon have full beauty. And they are, well, I can't show that outside of the Pokeblock case. So let's look at their beauty real quick. Well, okay, I can't show that without a Pokeblock. Just trust me. Once you've capped out their beauty, you'll no longer get an up when you use a Pokeblock on them. So now we're just gonna go find a couple of rare candies, because what better way to make use of that than with rare candies? Everyone's favorite quick item. But let's use it on Feebas first, just to show. Just wanted to show evolving Feebas. Aside from the Metagross line and one other Pokemon, this is the last Hoenn Pokemon that we need. We need Metang, this Pokemon, and one other legendary who you all know who it is, but we can't get that quite yet. And Feebas has evolved into one of my other favorite Pokemon, Milotic. There's another ROM hack that actually makes a Mega Form for Flygon, Milotic, Machamp, and it Mega Milotic is Water Fairy, and I really am happy with that type combination for obvious reasons, but Milotic was already one of my favorite Pokemon, so... Alright, now we're gonna level up Caterpie. And Caterpie's gonna evolve into Metapod. And you're like, okay, it's a Caterpie. Sure, it's very exciting. But it's an especially beautiful Caterpie, so something will come of this, I promise. All Caterpies are beautiful, but this one will be especially beautiful. So let's see. It does not matter what gender the Caterpie is, just make sure that its beauty is maxed when it is a Metapod, and before level 10. Very importantly, it has to happen before level 10, or the Metapod will evolve into Butterfree. But looks like a Butterfree, but the silhouette is a little bit different. And finally, it's a pink Butterfree, just like the one in everybody's favorite tearjerker, Bye Bye Butterfree. However, there's something a little bit special about pink Butterfree. It's a Psychic type with Levitate. It has pretty high special attack and decent speed. Gets access to Quiver Dance, Psychic, other moves like that. You know, Stab, Psychic, Quiver Dance, pretty good. So then we're gonna go over to the box, and we're going to drop off a couple things. I'm going to drop off Butterfree, and drop off Milotic. Definitely, if you like Pink Butterfree, that's one worth using. Now lastly, I'm going to grab Remoraid. I think I need Altaria. Do I have Altaria? I think I might still have Altaria. Let me check. Make sure yes, I do, okay. Okay, so we're gonna take ourselves to Pacifid Log. Because there's a couple things I want to show there, too. But Pacifid Log has the person who will exchange egg moves for star pieces. And we want that. Egg move Tutor's house. So we got this Remoraid, right? The Log's egg move extraordinaire. Any egg move a Pokemon could ever learn. I have a few star pieces. Yes, I would like that. Now, first, gotta talk to Minjijongo. Because Minjijongo can learn High Jump Kick. One of my favorite fighting moves ever. And this will come in handy because it's a flying type. It's always good that they can learn fighting moves. And I think this will make Dodrio ready. Perfectly ready. You know, why did Jump Kick even exist? Because High Jump Kick is just a better version of it. Alright. So, we need to take another star piece. And we need to go to Remoraid. And we need to teach Remoraid Rock Blast. Hydro Pump, not bad. But Remoraid in this version can learn Rock Blast as an egg move. I don't think Remoraid can learn Rock Blast normally, but I promise this will be worth something. I just wanted to show all the bonus Pokemon and all the new things. And guess what? There's something new for Remoraid. Everybody's favorite Pokemon whose evolution didn't quite work out, because Remoraid was originally supposed to be a gun Pokemon and Octillery was a tank, which is how they worked out. Gun to tank rather than fish to octopus. But now that Remoraid has Rock Blast, let's level it up. I think this will still work. It might have to be... Go. Hold on. Okay, now I hatched a Remoraid and have a lower level one. So this one will not evolve into an Octillery. This one with Rock Blast, taught from the Egg Move person, or just learned in general, will give us what we want. That's a new shape. Whoa, I like that cry. Remoraid has evolved into Slingray. So, Slingray is a new Pokemon that they made. It is Water Rock, and its other ability is called Siege Drive. It increases the power of projectile moves like Rock Blast. It doesn't get skill link, so it won't, you know, have a stab 5 hits Rock Blast or anything. But you could make this thing pretty threatening. It has good speed, good attacking stats. With Siege Drive, it can learn, I think that affects ball moves, any kind of launching move. But this is a new Pokemon that they made, a branching evolution for Remoraid, and I wanted to show that. Now there's one more thing I want to show in this part. The next part, and if there's a part after that, will be all about the Battle Frontier and everything to do with what we obtained from doing that. And I wanted to, we will not be covering the Pokemon contest or really the Trick House. Looking at it, there's not much there for us, but I want to, those are things that are there that have rewards for you. If you are a full-on completionist, but I wanted to complete everything new, so I wanted to show you guys, that. Actually, there's two things I want to do. So I'll meet you guys in Lava Ridge. Alright, here in Lava Ridge Town, we're going to go in the Pokemon Herbal Shop, because we need to buy herbs. Lots of herbs. I already bought some herbs, but we're going to be buying more. More herbs. A lot more herbs. Just a bunch of energy powder. You can see I really already bought a lot of them. Like, a lot. Okay. Now that we have that, we're gonna go fight some stuff with a certain Pokemon that you'll see once I'm done. Okay, so we're here in Verdant Town, actually, now that we left Lava Ridge, which had the medicine shop. So we're going to be taking... So we bought a bunch of medicine. Why would we want medicine? It's bad. It makes your Pokemon hate you. Yes, and that is exactly what we're going to be doing with it today. We have enough energy powder that I'm going to make heal Groudon to full. And we're going to make sure that Groudon's Pokemon Likitude is 0. Best I can. So if you have a legendary Pokemon on the level of Groudon, basically a box legendary or Darkrai, and you go into this house and talk to her, she will check how much your Pokemon likes you. Oh dear! This is a little hard for me to say. Your Pokemon simply detests you. Doesn't that make you uncomfortable? Perhaps some good can come of this situation. You seem to struggle with raising your Pokemon in a way that brings them happiness, but I have a Pokemon here that tends to prefer that treatment. And we get Balfrog, who we saw last time on Pokemon Master AJ. So Balfrog is... To a far region, never seen such a sad-looking Pokemon before. I simply had to bring it home with me. Whoever to take care for it, I found that it rejects any acts of kindness or affection. This Pokemon truly wishes to be miserable. With how you treat your Pokemon, I'm sure it'll be right at home with you. Ow! Any of my other Pokemon would tell you just how much they love me, okay? Just because this thing likes to be abused. That said, Balfrog is interesting Pokemon. Water Normal is a pretty cool type. Do we even have a Water Normal type in the game? Can't think of one right now. But Empathy lowers stats when it gets hit. It has decent defenses. It's not a mythical or anything. Its stats are like 500 and something. But, that said, that's one of the last things I want to do here. Now, with that, I'm going to meet you guys back next to the Trick House, north of Slingport. We're going to show you one more thing before we move on to the Battle Frontier next part. And really wrap this thing up. Because I just want to show all the secrets, and I'm showing a lot of secrets today. These are basically all the rest of the secrets I can do without the Battle Frontier. We're going to go up here, back to the Trick House, and back into this secret cave. Secret cave we unlocked. Secret tunnel. No Pokemon. Okay. Inside the secret tunnel, we find our way to the Trader's Den, where we found the Wonder Trade Machine. But there was this guy over here. And when we talked to him, he looked like quite the discerning trainer. I've got just the Pokemon for you. Feast your eyes on this beauty. He has a Galarian Zapdos. Special Zapdos found only in the faraway Galar region. Quite the prize, eh? I must admit, I'm not much of a trainer myself, you see. I suppose I could be persuaded to part with A's with the Zapdos for... Let's see. Ooh, how about 1 billion Pokédollars? Why would I settle for 1 billion Pokédollars when I could have 1 million Pokédollars? And for 1 million Pokédollars, he gives us a Galarian... Excuse me, Zapdos. Level 90. Electric fighting with no guard. Serious nature isn't bad. no guard means high jump kick can never miss. It has thunderclap, which again is a priority. It basically electric extreme speed, ridiculously powerful. Has roost, submission is 120 power in this. Very, very, very powerful Pokemon. And you can use it in the Battle Frontier. I may actually EV train it just because it's so nice. But that's all the secrets we can get right now without the Battle Frontier. And on that note of getting Galarian Zapdos and Ballfrog and Stingray and Pink Butterfree and all the other evolutions, I will see you guys at the Battle Frontier for the final parts of Blazing Emerald. See you guys then.